A memory aid as to the contents of chapter 12. Number 12, 12 tribes of Israel, the woman Israel. Then think of her enemy, the dragon. These are the two signs in heaven that John saw, the woman and the dragon. For chapter 13, the number 13 is a supposed unlucky number. Think of evil beasts from the sea and from the land. The dragon is a 3 times loser. He failed to destroy the male child in verses 1 to 6. He lost the war in heaven and is unable to destroy the woman. Thus his wrath now is directed toward the rest of the woman's children. What Satan wants to do is to persecute the rest of the woman's children, rise to greater prominence and power. But how? How can this be achieved? Spirit doesn't have flesh and bones. He is a spirit, and as such he is limited as to how he can function in the world. All his demons, along with himself, move in and out of people to do their evil work on earth. In Luke chapter 22 verse 3, Satan entered Judas Iscariot, and he went away and discussed with the chief priests and officers how he might betray Jesus to them. And the dragon stood on the sand of the seashore. Then I saw a beast coming up out of the sea. The angry dragon looks out over the sea. The sea is a picture of the Gentile world powers which he dominates. And he saw. And John sees what the dragon sees, a beast coming out of the sea. The fact that the beast rises out of the sea is taken by many to indicate that he is a Gentile, since he comes from the great mass of humanity, of peoples, nations, and tongues. Chapter 17 verse 15. Others take the sea as a reference to the Mediterranean Sea, namely that the beast will arise from the Mediterranean sea area. Probably both are true, in that the beast is a Gentile and does come from the Mediterranean scene. Then I saw a beast coming up out of the sea like a leopard, and his feet were like those of a bear, and his mouth like that of a lion. John presents this beast from the sea as having the characteristic of the first 3 empires of the past. Leopard, speed of the Greek Empire. Bear, strength of the Medo-Persian Empire. And lion, fierceness of the Babylonian Empire. Then I saw a beast coming up out of the sea, having 7 heads with blasphemous names. The blasphemous names on his heads reflect the beast's opposition to God. And he, the beast, opened his mouth in blasphemies against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, that is, those who dwell in heaven. The beast spewed or poured out blasphemies against God's name, slandering God's character. Against God's tabernacle, not the physical tabernacle, but those who are in heaven. And when the dragon saw the beast from the sea, he immediately knows, he's my man, a man after my own heart. When Satan offered the kingdoms of this world to Christ, his offer was rejected. But now, this offer is accepted by the beast from the sea. And the dragon gave him his power and his throne and great authority. Question: do you think the people then know that Satan is the source of the beast's power and authority? Receiving an apparently mortal blow to one of his head, the beast recovers. It seems to be a miracle. In fact, it is a parody, an imitation of the resurrection of Jesus. His fatal wound was healed, and the whole earth was amazed and followed after the beast. They worshipped the dragon because he gave his authority to the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, who is like the beast, and who is able to wage war with him? The world is amazed and responds with praise and worship, directed to both the dragon and his protege, that is, the beast of the sea. Satan will openly be the god of this age. Demonism will be rampant and openly visible. God will be ridiculed in a new regime. Blasphemies against God will be commonplace. In this worship of the dragon and his beast, two things will be acknowledged by the people of the world. The uniqueness of the beast, who is like the beast, and his power, who is able to make war with him. The answer seems to be no one, not even the two witnesses. We are told in Revelation 11:7 that the beast from the abyss killed the two witnesses. It is likely that the beast from the abyss is the same beast from the sea. But why depict the beast as coming up out of the abyss? The abyss is the abode of the dead, Romans 10:7. Coming up out of the abyss may point to the beast's revival after its mortal wound was healed. Now the following is my conjecture or my guess. The beast from the sea was mortally wounded on one of his head with a sword, and on his deathbed he accepted Satan's offer of the kingdoms of the world. Revived by Satan, he is depicted or described as coming up out of the abyss, fought and killed the two witnesses, received admiration and worship from the world, and he set up his one world government. So I believe that the beast coming out of the abyss is the same beast from the sea. By the way, I also believe that the fallen angel who was given the key to the bottomless pit is the king of the locusts. He is the angel from the bottomless pit. His name, both in Hebrew and Greek, which means destroyer, is the dragon, Satan himself. Authority to act for 42 months was given to him, that is the beast from the sea. It was also given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And authority over every tribe and people and tongue and nation was given to him. In the will of God, many believers in Christ, among both Jews and Gentiles, perish as martyrs during this awful time of trial. They are persecuted, starved, and killed, and even beheaded. Christ rose from the dead and the world refused to believe. But when Satan's Antichrist recovers from his mortal wound, the whole world is amazed and worship him. The beast is idolized and he takes that advantage to rule. Authority over every tribe and people and tongue and nation was given to him. He became a world ruler. This could be a regional superpower, as the beasts in the book of Daniel were all regional kingdoms. 4 times it is stated that things are given to the beast. 13:5. There was given to him a mouth speaking arrogant words and blasphemies. An authority to act for 42 months was given to him. 13:7. It was also given to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. An authority over every tribe and people and tongue and nation was given to him. It becomes clear that Satan and the beast cannot do a single thing without permission from God. The beast only has authority to act for 42 months. This is a powerful reminder that God limits the extent of evil. We must always remember to trust in God's power. All who dwell on the earth will worship him. Everyone whose name has not been written from the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who has been slain. All who are not saved will worship the beast, and all those who are saved will not worship him. The phrase "from the foundation of the world" describes the unsaved. Their names are not written in the book of life from the beginning, from the foundation of the world. In the King James Version, the phrase describes the Lamb that was slain from the foundation of the world. It is important to remember that it is not a physical, monstrous beast that the people are worshipping. He is a human being, possessing charm and charisma, who put together an immense international economic and political coalition, all under the direct control of Satan.